Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, allow me to thank you for the time given to me. And the second time, let me introduce myself. My name is Alivia Nur Latifah from University Education of Indonesia, Tasikmalaya. On this occasion, I will present a paper with title Geostory Made Pop-Up Comic Book on Geometry Concept for Elementary School Students. Mathematics is a universal science that underlies the development of modern technology and has an important role in various disciplines. Every activity that humans do has something to do with mathematics. Mathematical concepts are widely used as means of problem solving in everyday life. Therefore, mathematics is one of the basic sciences that must be mastered by humans, especially by students as a profession to face problems in the real world. One of the branch of mathematics is geometry. The concept of geometry is close to the real life of students because it is related to lines, fields, and space. The concept of geometry is an important part of the mathematics and has been identified as a basic mathematical skill. However, geometry, which is a part of mathematics, has always been considered a difficult subject by many students. It's because teachers usually use books only in the learning process, and most of the books used in elementary school are packaged very seriously. In addition, the teacher also in teaching mathematics use an attractive media. A teacher only explain and explain while students take notes. Under this condition, the difficulties experienced by students will reduce the student interest and motivation to learn. Therefore, mathematics learning at the elementary school should be adapted to the characteristics of the elementary school student. So, we need the relevant learning media such as pop-up comic book. Based on in this explanation, the purpose of this research is to design mathematical learning through the pop-up comic book media entitled Geostory for Students in Elementary School. This type of research was research and development with AD model. The steps were present on the slide. The first is analysis. There are three types of analysis in this stage. The first is competency analysis or curriculum analysis. Analysis the curriculum by identifying core competencies, basic competencies, learning indicators, learning objectives, and concept maps. This competency analysis focus on geometry learning in elementary school. And the second is analysis the characteristic of student. Analysis to learners is carried out at the level of the learner's initial ability, learning ability, and other important aspects. And the last is instructional analysis or analysis of learning. This analysis is done by describing the core competencies in the curriculum into basic competencies, which are then described again as an indicator. Okay, next in the second steps was to design. In this stage, we create a geostory storyline, determine the purpose of learning mathematics, and also create a pop-up book graphic design. Next step was development. In development, we realization of product, validation of mathematical learning expert validation media, validation from the teacher, and also revision of validation result. The third is implementation. This product has been implemented to 8th grader of elementary school in Tasikmalaya City through synchronous learning. And the last one is evaluation. At this stage, it is used to evaluate about the response of learners to geostory-based mathematical learning, In addition, the teacher's response to geostory-based learning design will also be obtained. Findings and discussion. The first is geometry based on geostory media learning design. The media produced in this research and development is in the form of soft file made pop-up comic book and props in the form of a pop-up book in hard file. This pop-up book media is designed to be used for both teachers and students to learn the concept of a circle and the combined volume of geometric shape for grade 6 in elementary school. Okay, layout of the pop-up book were present on the slides. There are cover page, explanation of circle concept, two-dimensional figure, circle around us, geometry around us, or the surface area of the cylinder, and concept, geometry around us, or volume of cylinders and cones, summary, and the last is exercise and evaluation. The second is implementation of geostory-based mathematics learning design. Media-made pop-up book geostory has been implemented in mathematics learning the material elements of circles and volumes as well as the surface area of combined shapes. This first trial was conducted on 86 grade students at SDN Tuguraja. The first phase of the trial was carried out on Saturday, 5 September 2021, with a discussion of the element of circle, and then continue on Monday, 6 September 2021, with a discussion of the volume and surface area of the combined shape. Okay, the activity began with opening opening in the form of the greeting, prayers, and a perception. Furthermore, at the course stage, the teacher asks some question uh, for a student, and then the teacher divides the student into two groups. Each group gets one made pop-up book use story media. One of the students reads the illustration of the story contained in the media, and then the teacher discuss it. The activity ends with a conclusion, evaluation, prayer, and closing greetings. And from the implementation, the student responds based on filling out the questionnaire obtained an average percentage of 97.5% with very good criteria. The student feel enjoy, easy, understand, facilitate, and also happy when they learning mathematics with pop-up book geostory. And the conclusion of this research is learning mathematics on geometry material using pop-up book geostory media for elementary school can motivate students to learn mathematics, improve student mathematics skill, and also improve student thinking process skill. Okay, that is all. Thank you for having me. Nice to meet you, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.